Hey legacy builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I'm going to do a flip through of my new Mind Your Money Simple Budget Workbook. I'm so excited. So this is going to be a quick walkthrough because basically all of the worksheets that I've already created is going to be included in this workbook. And I have two versions. I have this hardcover version, and it's actually like a book. This is my author proof copy. And then I also have a paperback. So my website is still up and running. All of my worksheets are available for download, and you can use it whenever, however long you'd like to. But I will be planning on making some of my own as well. So like I would really try to put together all of the worksheets within a custom binder or a custom planner with discs, and I can't wait for you to see it. But this is the first walkthrough of the hardcover Simple Budget Workbook. So on the front here it says the Mind Your Money Simple Budget Workbook for simple, intentional, weekly and monthly budgeting for financial freedom. I do love this graphic here, but I realized that when I created it, it's not really centered. So how it shows up, it's a little bit off. And my lighting, I'm working with new light and a new camera, so forgive me if it's a little bit too bright. I hope it's not too bright. This is the cover, and really quick, this is the back. Okay. Let's go to the inside. Inside cover is blank, the first page is blank, and then when you open it, you get the instructions. It reads here, you don't have to be rich to budget or to build wealth. All right, so I gave instructions for each section of each month, and there are 6 months worth of budget worksheets in this workbook. So the first set of instructions is for the budget by paycheck worksheets. It says input your income or write it in, expenses and tithe, which is of course optional if you decide that you are not a tither or you want to give to another organization. That is for giving. Input your planned amounts per bucket. So each section has a bucket, but there's a giving bucket, a savings bucket, a bills bucket, etc. And then you have the monthly undated calendar section. So this is where you write the month you are starting with on your calendar. Write in or use planner stickers to highlight important dates such as your paydays or when bills are due, or any special events that will cause you to spend money. Include any affirmations, goals, or important to-dos in the box. The bottom box. Refer to your calendar, right, to track your expenses or to mark when bills are paid, or if you have a no-spend day, that sort of thing. Third section is your monthly expense tracker. So the expense tracker is an important tool to help manage your money. Use this worksheet to track expenses made via your debit or your credit card accounts. Write your purchases under the debit column. So whatever is debited means it's subtracting from your balance or the amount of credit you have available. And deposits under credit column, which is when you're depositing something into your checking account or you're making a payment towards your credit card to increase your balance or increase your available credit. This fourth section here is your monthly savings funds tracker, or aka sinking funds or short-term savings. So use this worksheet to keep balance of all your sinking funds or short-term savings. Write the beginning balance at the start of each new month and total each fund to get your overall balance. These instructions are for your net worth tracker. So basically you track your monthly net worth on this worksheet. It's undated, so you can start whenever you feel comfortable, and then all you do is write out all of the things that you owned, which are your assets. Write out all of the things that you owe, which are your liabilities, and then you subtract those numbers to find your monthly net worth. And remember, you build wealth one budget at a time, and to be intentional. Focus on your why or your main reason for budgeting, and let that vision and focus keep you moving forward with managing your money. And then there's just my Mind Your Money logo here and the name of my business, TashaLovesLife LLC. I do want to revamp this later on. I will just add, some other bells and whistles, but I like to keep it simple because I hope that people would know that it doesn't take a lot to manage your money. It just takes discipline and consistency. So on the first page here, after the instructions, there's a blank page for notes. You can write out some goals, affirmations, brainstorm your budget, pre-plan your month, write out important dates that you need to remember, whatever you need to on this page. And then here is the blank undated calendar. Now I started with a Sunday. You can use stickers to replace this if you want to start your week on a Wednesday or a Tuesday or whatever have you. This is how I like to set it up, but you can customize this if you need to. And there's a blank space here for you to write which month you're working in. And then there's a box here at the bottom, like I mentioned, on the instruction page where you can write any to-dos, goals, affirmations, anything you want for the month. And you can start this whenever you're ready. You can start this in September. You could start it here in August. After that, there are 2 pages. You have your monthly budget page, and this is where you would plan out your income. There are 3 spaces for income. Plan out your monthly bills that need to be paid, and then you write the total here. Monthly savings, same thing, write the total here, and miscellaneous or extra unbudgeted other line items that you know you'll need to take care of within this budget. And this left side is the planned amount, and the right side is where you would write your actual numbers. And then you have a small box at the bottom, which is your budget check. So you can write out basically with how much you're planning for each bucket. So there's your income that's planned, then there's bills planned, savings, and any miscellaneous. And then at the end of the month, you write out your actuals, and you can also write in your percentages. So if you're a budget nerd like me, who likes to make sure you track how much of your income is going to your bills, how much of your income is going to savings, or anything extra or miscellaneous, then you could do that as well. Next is your budget by paycheck. So this is the budget by paycheck worksheet that I use in all of my videos. So at the top, you have a space to write your income that you're budgeting for this paycheck, your expenses, and your tithe or other giving, and then there's a space for top priority. So here is where you would write, let's say your focus within the first paycheck is to pay a certain set of bills, or set aside a certain amount for your investing. Whatever your top priority is, you write that here. And then these are the buckets: giving, savings, investing, funds, which are sinking funds. I call them purpose funds, cash expenses, any other or miscellaneous, and then you have bills and expenses. I believe it's important to be charitable first, which is to give, save money, invest money, and then take care of other expenses that are necessary based on your budget. At the bottom of your buckets here, or to the right of the last bucket, you have a planned income section and a planned expenses section. This is so you can make sure you have a zero-based budget. If you do a zero-based budget, if you don't, that's fine too. Just write out the planned income that you have for that week or that pay period, and then the planned expenses. If it doesn't equal out, I still consider a zero-based budget leaving money inside your checking account. So if you have $50 left over after this pay period, after this paycheck, then you can decide to, okay, I'll keep that in my account as a cushion or a buffer. That way there's something still being allocated. It's what you're leaving behind. So every dollar can still have an assignment. And then again, you have a section for your percentages. So this is extra, but still, at the end of your paycheck budget, when you're ready to close it out and finalize all your numbers, do you really have a zero-based budget? Is your income minus your expenses equal to zero, or is there something left over? Sometimes it's yes, maybe sometimes it's no. But again, personal finance is personal, so that is up to you. But I do like to see giving, savings, and investing percentages of what the income was, so that way you know how to move forward. Or if you can set a goal for yourself, maybe you want to invest 20% of your income. So this is how you track to see if you're making progress with that goal. And then there are 5 budget by paycheck worksheets here. So the first one comes after the monthly budget. Then you have a second one, a third one, a fourth, and a fifth. And that's just for anyone who's paid weekly. Again, if you're not paid weekly and you get a bi-weekly paycheck, or you're paid once a month or twice a month, You can use these for any additional income. Maybe you have side income coming in that you would like to use. That's always a possibility, and you can use those for that. Or let's say, God forbid, you make a mistake or something, you can, switch to a new worksheet. So here are the expense trackers. I included 2 within this monthly section. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns here to track in your credit card expenditures, or even what's going in and coming out of your checking account. So if I went on the 1st of August to Target, I know Target is probably that's the place where I spent money. The transaction were baby wipes. I bought baby wipes. And a category would be household, because anytime I buy something for the house, it'll be paid back from my household category, or that's where I spent money from. And then I write in here the debit amount. So if I spent $20 for a package of wipes, then that's what it is. And then I will keep record of the balance here. Or let's say there was a deposit. If this is my checking account, I'll write the date. So let's say it was August 1st. I got a paycheck from, let's say, Google AdSense, and Google AdSense is a deposit, and that is side income, and the credit to my account or deposit was $150, and then I would write the balance here. So that's basically how you use this. It's really simple, but again, it helps to keep things simple when you're starting out, or you just don't like to overcomplicate your budget. Okay, so these are the 2 expense trackers here. I hope there are enough lines here. And on the back of that second expense tracker is another notes page. You can write, again, any of your notes here. You can do a brain dump here. You can write out some goals you're pre-planning for the next month. And then the next page here is savings funds, aka sinking funds. I call them purpose funds. You have a section to write in the month that you're tracking, the balance from the previous month of all of your funds. If you're just starting out, then this of course would be 0. And then you have columns here for the name of the fund that you have, the starting balance, how much you've added or subtracted, the ending balance at the end of the month, and then you can even write the fund goal here. So how much money do you want to have saved, let's say by the end of the year, or just in general. And so that is it. At the end of this page, you have a section for goals, notes, or a brain dump. And I like using this section to set goals for certain funds. So like for Christmas, maybe your goal is $1,000. If you want to have $1,000 by Christmas, remind yourself at the bottom, or give yourself an affirmation. It is easy for me to save and build wealth for removing poverty from my family, something like that, to encourage yourself. So I like doing that. And again, you can use stickers, you can do doodles. This is left simple for you to create your page to look a little bit more like you. Okay, and then the last 2 pages for this month section is your monthly net worth worksheet. So it's undated again. You can write the date that you're tracking your net worth, the amount that you had in the last month, and of course if you didn't have a worksheet like this before, then you would be starting fresh, then this would not matter. And then you write out the name of all of your assets on the left side, the amounts of each asset. So if your checking account has $2,000, that's what you would write here, and then so on and so forth. Everything that you own, what's yours, would be written here, and then you would total the assets at the bottom. Same concept on the right side for liabilities. Anything you owe to someone else, student loans, Great Lakes, Navient, whoever, and the amount that is owed, and then you total your liabilities here at the bottom. If you did calculate your net worth the previous month, that you would put the percentage in here, basically divide the total assets by what it was in the previous month, and same thing with the liabilities. And then you write your net worth number right here in this banner, okay, so you know what it is. And then you have another blank page right here so that you can write out all the things that matter to you, all the reminders that you would need to have. Okay, and then it starts over again. You have notes, you have your monthly calendar, your monthly budget, and then you have 5 budget by paycheck worksheets. Forgive my children being loud and obnoxious in the background. And then you have expense trackers, a note section, and savings funds, and monthly net worth sheet. And then there are 6 sections. So this is 6 months worth of worksheets that you can use to track your budget. And so the last pages look like this. There's a note page, there's a blank page here, and then there's just this printing where it was printed. And this is what the back looks like. I love this because it means you can create your budget here. So you have the scissors. This where it says not for resale is not going to be on the book. This is my proof copy. So I ordered this so I can see what it looks like, and I think they did a great job. So this here, the scissors and this little ribbon, this is just something cute. I just like it. That's all. That's really why I did it. I like it. So that is a walkthrough or a flip through of the Mind Your Money Simple Budget Workbook. Again, is available in hardcover, and it's also available in paperback on Amazon. And I do hope to set up shop here in my little home office and create planners with some rose gold discs, some black discs. I want to really set it up that way. So if anyone wants a customized color set, if you want tabs for your planner or your workbook, I would love to curate that for you. So let me know what you think, guys, in the comments below. I appreciate your feedback, and continue to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Bye for now.